What's up guys, in this video I'm going to be going over some of the useful stuff we got from the patch notes and a couple of things that I noticed that weren't fixed quite the way they were supposed to be. I'll be hitting the broad highlights, so if you want the full patch notes, I'll link them in the description. Obviously everyone knows we got the Tidal Basin stronghold and World Tier 5. Awesome stronghold, by the way, really fun, probably going to be stupid hard on challenge mode, like Roosevelt, but we'll see. They also completely changed pretty much all the weapon mods, almost entirely eliminating the negative side effects from them. I sort of agree with this, I know a lot of people wanted it. They also fixed multiple weapons that had some range issues, like the M4 and the P416. But in terms of actual weapon balancing, it was pretty reasonable, nothing went nuts. The MK17 got reduced by 14% in damage, and removed the glitch where it didn't have any damage fall off. The LWM4 got an increase in RPM by 5%, and the Lavoa C increased from 240 to 380 RPM. The Model 700 got nerfed. This hurt my soul a little bit, but it's understandable. It went down by 13%. It's still a perfectly viable weapon, you're just going to have to do a little more build work to get those one-taps in PvP. The automatic shotgun got increased by 16% in damage, the MG5 light machine gun got boosted by 12%, and fixed that it had reverse damage fall off. I never got a chance to test that, but it sounds stupid. They did a bunch of work to how gear can roll, mostly on critical damage and headshot damage. It also changed what you currently had on gear. However, they do say that they've changed this due to World Tier 5 being here, so it might be that the gear we have now is just one step behind the new gear that we have in the next World Tier. They completely changed how skill mods are working, lowering both the requirements and the gains from using them. I'm on the fence about this. On one hand, more builds can use them, but in my mind that makes skill builds a little less viable on the top end. Someone is going to have to tell me how that works exactly on their builds, because I really don't play skill builds enough to give a legitimate opinion on it yet. They tried to fix some skills, and I'm not going to sit here and say that I tested all of these, but the Reviver Hive still does that thing where it doesn't revive you sometimes if you've done certain actions before. It's better, yes, but not fixed. They also fixed the Firefly payload. It was sometimes failing whenever it got to its target. They fixed the Bombardier drone getting broken whenever you're climbing and made it less likely to hit obstacles while it's actually bombing. Hopefully that worked, because the Bombardier drone breaking while it was trying to drop a payload was really annoying. The sniper turret got a big overhaul, and it auto-locks onto enemies now. It will shoot more accurately when you're aiming at them, but it doesn't require that you press the button all the time now. That's just for precision. They also made it so it would get the actual bonus from hitting headshots, so I'm interested to see on whether or not this is actually useful in some activities, because these were my main complaints about it. The chem launcher also got reworked, and now equips the skill like a weapon when you press the button. Except for the repairer, that one still works the same. So basically on all the other variants, you pull the thing out and use it like with weapon controls. Run around with it, jump over obstacles, aim and shoot the same way you would an actual weapon, instead of having to hold the skill button. They did a huge list of loot and rewards, and balancing and fixes. I'm not going to go through all of it, but it's mostly tweaks and fixes for what wasn't supposed to be happening and now it is, or it was happening and it shouldn't be. Nothing is super negative for the player here. The coolest thing for me is that you get faction keys when you do bounties now as a guaranteed drop. I love that. They increased the crafting material cap for standard and specialized to 400 and high-end to 50. I want more, but I'll take what I can get. Exotic upgrade blueprints now give you the top score of your current tier, and changed a few requirements on how crafting materials and how they scale work. They nerfed enemy auto shotguns and SMGs, thank God. Staff at the base don't shout at you as much anymore, that's great. That's all the major stuff. They did a little tweakage to some missions and UI stuff, a ton of bug fixes, so if you were concerned about a certain bug, just ask in the comments below or check out the link. All in all, I'm pretty happy with this patch. I don't think they missed anything too big, except the Reviver Hive not doing everything, but I could be wrong. That's all I have for this video. Leave me a comment under here about how you feel, what you were looking for in this patch, and if you think they missed anything super major. Like this video, it really does help me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel for future Division 2 content. With that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.